Hello and what's up guys, my name is Gus. I'm coming to you from shareyourskill.biz, and in this video I'm going to show you guys how to start a business with almost no capital. Okay, this video right here is for anybody who is thinking of starting their own business but they don't have the capital, the large sum of money to be able to start their own business. Okay, and in this video I'm going to show you guys there are actually ways that you can provide value to the marketplace and generate 5, 6, 7, or even 8 figures with almost zero capital. With maximum $200 you can start your very own online business. Okay, so in this video I'm gonna give you guys a comparison between a physical business like this right here, like starting your physical business like this shoe right here, and I'm going to give you guys what is the difference between a physical business and an online business. Okay, and which one is the best one to start with. Okay, and in this video I'm going to try to convince you guys, I'm going to try to show you guys the truth why if you're working and you don't have a lot of money, the best thing you can do is to start an online business. And you can literally start an online business, you can start your very own business that will generate 5, 6, 7, 8 figures with obviously a lot of hard work. You have to put in the work into it, and you have to put the time into it. You got to make sacrifices to be able to get your online business off the ground. But in regards to how much money you need to start that online business, you can start it while working at McDonald's. You can start your very own online business with McDonald's rates. Okay, and there is just so many tools out there. We are stepping on the shoulders of giants. There's so much tools. There's so many great things that allows us to start our own online businesses with almost nothing. We are greatly privileged to be able to do all of these things at this time, and we are able to generate income with the tools that are available to us right now at our current times. Never before in the history before you could start a business like this. Okay, we have people who, obviously this result is not typical, but we have people who within the first year they make 7 figures, and these numbers are unbelievable. And these days making 7 figures is not a big deal because of the power of the internet, because the reach we have, and the power of the the exponential growth that we have because of the internet. Hitting 7 figures within 12 months is not a big deal anymore. Okay, anyone can do it. I know somebody who they are 20 years old, they have their own agency, and they are making 7 figures with their agency. Okay, these numbers are totally possible. And yes, because it's easy, there's going to be a lot of competition, there's going to be a lot of different people doing it. Okay, but the one that becomes successful in not only in online business or in anything in this world, okay, and in anything in this life, the ones that truly succeed are the ones who commit to the game, who are in it for the long run, who are in it, they're looking at it as a career and not just a way to make a quick buck. Those people who are just looking for opportunities, I guarantee you they will fail in everything. But those people who are looking for careers, something that you can do in the long run, those are the ones who succeed. So keep this thing keep this in mind. Business, any kind of business, physical business or online business, is a long-term game. It's not a short-term game. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. Okay, you have to keep on doing it if you want to be successful in anything. Okay, so let me just I'm gonna show you guys why starting an online business at this time. Okay, online business is a great way to start. Okay, so the market for e-learning, the e-learning industry is growing. Okay, back in 2015 it was $107 billion. Okay, this is how much money was being spent every single year on e-learning market. Today is around 200. Okay, but by 2025, by 2026, if you look right here, the e-learning market, it's going to grow to $375 billion. Okay, this means more and more people every single day go online to learn new skills and to increase their capabilities. Okay, so this means no matter what skill that you have, no matter anything you know how to do, let's say you know how to do gardening, you know how to do whatever it is, you know how to do video editing, you know how to do photography, whatever it is you know how to do, you can teach that skill to other people. You can show other people how to do that, and you can earn an income for it. Okay, you can earn a revenue from doing that. Okay, and there are people who are making 7, 8 figures every single year by teaching people their skills. Okay, so I know a person who makes around 6 figures every single month selling, guess what, selling poems. She has a membership site. She charges people $5 per month to join her site, and she has over 50,000 members. Okay, so you do the math on how much she's making per month. Okay, and no matter, this goes to show that no matter what niche you're in, what business you're in, what you're teaching, there is people out there who are willing to learn it. Okay, and with the power of the internet, we can reach out to those people and we can sell our product to them. Okay, so keep this in mind. Right now is a great opportunity. This market, this industry is growing every single day. By 2026, I repeat, by 2026 is going to grow to $375 billion. Okay, so more and more people are buying online courses more than ever. Okay, you see sites such as lynda.com, Udemy, Skillshare, all of these sites are blowing up because people are choosing to learn online. Okay, so now let me move this aside. So that's it. The market is growing, and the next thing is you can start this business with $200 or less. Okay, you can start it almost with no money, and there is no risk. There is no risk. If you lose it, you only lose $200. You're not losing $200,000. Okay, because you can start it easily. Okay, and starting online is a great way to accumulate capital. And if you have like any type of business idea, you want to go into a physical business, this is a great way to accumulate capital. Okay, yes, you can get a loan, but also you can earn your money and make your money and use your own money to start a business. Okay, and this is a great way to accumulate capital to start any type of businesses you want. And another thing is you have large profit margin. Okay, in online business, the profit margin is like usually 90%. In a physical business, it's 10%. Okay, and in a physical business, 90% is your expense, 10% is your profit. In an online business, it's completely the opposite. You have 10% is your expense and you have 90% profit. Okay, and the reason is I'm gonna get into in this video why you're making there's so much profit. Okay, and another thing, it teaches you the fundamental of business. Okay, so if you wanna build your mindset, you want to build that entrepreneurial mindset, is best to build it in doing a low risk business. Okay, so starting an online business, starting a skill sharing business is one of the great ways to build your mind and set yourself as an entrepreneur. So once you go ahead and start different businesses, you have more experiences and you increase your chance of actually being successful. Okay, so now these are the benefits of why you should start an online business. It's the best way to start business. Okay, and there's so many different models of different ways you can start online businesses. Like you can start an agency, you can provide services for businesses, for other businesses, and this is also a great way to start. You can, for example, provide video services, you can provide website services, you can do advertising services, and all of these different kind of things. But in this particular video, we're going to talk about a skill sharing business. Okay, this business model is basically you teach other people how to do something, and then you get paid in return for it. You're basically sharing your skills, and this right here is one of the most lucrative ones inside the online business world. Okay, so let's jump in. Let's compare. Okay, you're gonna compare a physical business to a digital business. Okay, you're gonna see what the difference is, what it takes to start a physical business like this Let's say you want to start a shoe business, and what it takes to start a digital business where you're sharing your skills online, and then you providing value. So okay, now the first thing you need to start any sort of business, the first thing you need to start any sort of business is first you need a product. Okay, you need something to sell. So now let's imagine you wanna launch a physical product, you wanna launch a shoe business. This is what you wanna start. Okay. So let's go through the process of getting a product like this to the marketplace. Okay, how much does it cost us to get a product like this to the marketplace? Okay, first thing you have to do, we have to design the product. We have to hire designers, and we have to know what product we want. What kind of shoe is it going to be? Is it going to be a running shoe? Is it going to be just normal day-to-day casual shoe? What kind of shoe is going to be? Then you got to create a prototype. You got to either create it yourself or send it to a company or outsourcer that does it for you. Okay. And then you got to find or create the manufacturing. You got to be able to create like maybe 1,000 or 10,000 unit of these shoes so you can sell. Okay. So far, let's just keep in mind how much capital you need to do all of this. Like for example, setting up manufacturing. Okay, if you want to set up your own manufacturing plant and you want to set it up from scratch, you don't want to rely on outsourcing manufacturers from China, all of these things like that. You need to set up your own factory, buy the machines, buy the materials, and all of these things are going to cost you a lot of money. Okay, so look, right now, I understand the business, the outsourcing world. A lot of people they use China to buy their products, and there are different strategies to do this cheaper. Okay, because of the things that we have in China, and with the manufacturing and the distribution, and with the Amazon FBA, we can use their warehouses, but in general, so for even doing all of this, you need tens of thousands of upfront costs to get these things going. Okay, even if you want to use someone else's manufacturing, you want to use outsource manufacturing, they're not going to create the type of shoe you want. What those people usually do, if you want to create a unique shoe that is exclusive to you and to your brand, you have to do your own manufacturing, because those outsourcers, they usually create a general design, and they do little of differences here and there, but for mostly it's the same thing. They're selling the same thing to all the distributors, and the distributors are selling basically the same product, just different labels on it. Okay, they call it the white label. Okay, one manufacturer creates the product, they give it to different kind of like these distributors, and then those distributors they sell their own, they put their own label on it. I'm gonna give you an example right now. Okay, let's say in the fitness industry, right? You see a lot of these fitness influencers who are selling their own supplements, who are selling their own clothes, or whatever, all of these things they're selling. Okay, if you go look into where they are getting these supplements or these things from, you come to realize they don't have their own line of production. They're not producing those supplements. Okay, all they are doing, they're using a white label production company. Those production company creates the same protein, the same whey protein powder that's in the market, and you see different fitness influencers that have their own protein. Okay, but what it actually is, they are, most of them, not obviously not all of them, most of them are selling the same protein powder, but they have their own labels on it. Okay, but the source of the protein, the production, producers of those protein comes from the same place. Only the labels are different. Okay, so if you want to do it like that, maybe you can say, okay, it's gonna cost you less, but even that is gonna cost you in tens of thousands. If you want to create your unique product that's exclusive to you, you have your own ingredient, or you have in regards to shoes, you have your own materials, then you need to think about creating and designing your own manufacturing, because that's how you're going to get You're gonna stand out from the marketplace. That's gonna be your blue ocean strategy. Okay. So next thing you need to create 1,000 or 10,000 pairs, and you need to pay upfront costs. You need to pay upfront for that. Okay. And then you gotta design the distribution, and you gotta how, and then all of this stuff. You gotta have the fulfillment system, and all of this stuff. You gotta set all of these things up. Customer service, all of these things. Let's say you just want to use a white label. You want to use them all the same manufacturers that everyone else is using, and you want to get your product from China, and you want to get those to build for you the same kind of shoes. Okay, even that is going to cost you tens of thousands of dollars in upfront capital. Okay, it's going to cost you a lot to get this stuff going. Okay, at least it's going to cost you tens hundreds of thousands of dollars to get a shoe business off the ground, to get your product going, get your design, get your manufacturing, get tens of thousands of pairs inside the warehouses, and get these things going, and having the fulfillment system and the customer service and the employee and all of these things. Okay, $10,000 to $100,000 to start. Okay, so that's a physical business. That's a physical business when it comes to the product. So now let's go into launching an online e-learning product. How much does it cost you to start an online e-learning product? Okay, you can quickly create a website. You can easily create a landing page. It takes you a couple of hours to create a landing page. Quickly test the idea. Is there a demand for what you're selling? Okay, is there a demand for it? And then next thing you do, you use your phone to and then if there's a demand for it, okay, then you want to go and create the course. How do you create the course? You have a phone. You can just use your phone to film yourself teaching, educating. If it's like, for example, you're teaching gardening, you can just film yourself teaching, doing certain stuff, how to plant the seeds, how to do whatever that gardeners do. You just record yourself doing it, you teach it, and then you put those things in online, and then you're good to go. Or if you're teaching whatever skills you're teaching, you can use record the screen like what I'm doing now. Okay, you can record your screen, and the software I'm using now to record my screen, I bought this software 5 years ago. I bought it for $120, and I made thousands of videos with this. Okay, I made thousands of videos with this, and this software had paid me over and over again. So $120. There's even cheaper software that you can start. Like for example, even if you don't want to spend buying that software, you can use, like, let me show you like this. Look, you can use Microsoft. Like if you go to in Cello, you can record your screen right here, right there. You can record your screen. Okay, you don't necessarily need to buy that software. You can just use Microsoft screen recording to record your screen and teach something. Okay, so that's that. And once you create your product, unlike the shoe business, you only create this once. You don't need to pay for thousands or tens of thousands of copies. Okay, you just create it once, you put it on your website, and you sell it over and over again. And this is why the profit margins are so high, because you just create it once. Everything is digital. For every person that buys the course, you don't have to create another course for that person. You just create it once, and they can just download it, and it's all good to go. You can literally start a e-learning. You can create an e-learning product. Not only create the product, you can start your full-on e-learning business with under $200. Okay, with under $200. So once we have our product, we go to step number 2. Is we have to creating a store. The store is where people will buy your product from. Okay, so when it comes to create a physical business, let's say you have a shop front. You have to pay for the lease. You have to hire the store. You have to pay for the lease. You have to set up the bills, the rate. You have to pay rates. You have to pay the council for rates for using that space, and you're making money on that space. You gotta design the inside decor, and you gotta pay for the equipment to set everything inside or make it the store look the way you want it to do. You have to buy equipment, you have ongoing costs, energy lease, you have the payment, staff, and so on. You have all of this cost to start to open up a physical store. One in 2014, when we started our family restaurant, we invested over £50,000 to start that restaurant. In dollars, it's going to be around maybe, I'm not sure, it's $70,000 at that time. So this is how much it's going to cost you to open up a shop, okay? But let's say you say, I don't want to open up a shop. I want to have a physical product, but I want to sell it online. I'm going to open a warehouse. So even that, you got to pay for the warehouse, okay? You got to pay for the warehouse. You got to pay for shipping and all of these kind of things. You got to set up your distribution channel and all of these things. You got to pay for warehouse. You got to pay them to bring in like 10,000 units of your product. All of this is gonna cost you in the thousands of dollars, okay, tens of thousands of dollars to get those things set up, okay. But again, now let's compare this to a online businesses. You can set up a full online store and an online classroom for the price of only $97 a month, okay. You can set everything up. You can set up your store. You can sell your product. You can sell your course. You can sell your online services. All of this stuff, you can set all of these things up for only $97 a month. Let's say in your first month, that's why I say you can start a full-on online business with McDonald's wages, okay? You can be working at McDonald's and you can start your online business. This is the power of this game, okay? And let's say you don't make money in your first month, second month, third month, for some reason, whatever reason, you're not making money. This is your cost, okay? Once you create your course, overall it's gonna cost you maybe less $200 per month to run everything up, excluding the ad cost. So I'm gonna get into that in a bit. That's how much it's gonna cost. It's gonna cost you $200 a month to maintain your business, okay? And compare it to physical business. It's gonna cost you at least $5,000 per month to maintain, just pay for the cost, okay. And if when the sales goes up in a physical business, the cost goes up too, okay. And I'm not saying don't start a physical business, okay. You have to start physical business, okay. Someone have to do it. I'm just saying for somebody who wants to start, for someone who wants to start a business, for someone who is thinking of getting into business, starting the online business is the best option, okay. So now we go to the third step, the last step when it comes to business, okay. Once we have a product, we have something that we want to sell, we have somewhere to sell it from, and then we need to go to the third step. We need someone to sell it to. That's where marketing comes in. So marketing, when it comes to marketing for both businesses, is about the same. The cost and maybe you can say how you track your marketing can be different to a physical business and a online business, but the cost of it is around the same, okay. And the game when it comes to marketing is about the same. Is we want to let people know, look, we have this product, this is what it does, this is what it can do for you, this is how you get it. And that's what basically marketing is. So let's go into how we can market it. You can use Facebook pay-per-click, we can use Google pay-per-click, we can use distribution networks, we can use banner ads, we can use radio, direct mail, telemarketing, and so on, okay. There's all of these different things that we can do, and we just let people know that we have this product and this is how they can get it, okay. And this is basically it. This is the end, okay. Let's go quickly recap. Let's just go quickly over it again, okay. In order for you to start an online business or any type of a physical business, you need to have a product To start a physical business, to set up your product and everything else in between, you need at least 10 to 100,000 depending on what business it is and what strategy you're going to go do about it. If you want better quality, if you want to stand out in your marketplace, obviously you have to spend more. Okay, you have to do your own manufacturing, you got to have your own distribution, you got to have your own production line. Okay, you don't want to use a white label production line, because if you do that, you're going to have low quality product and you're going to be the same as everybody else. Okay, so you don't want to do that. So it's going to cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars to start a good physical business. Okay, in comparison to an online business, it costs you $200 to set up everything from product to store to setting up your online store and everything else. Okay, it's going to cost you $200 to do that. And that's about an advertising, depending on what your budget is. Okay, you can advertise all of these different places, and then even if you don't want to do paid advertising, which I recommend, you can do content marketing. Okay, you can just make YouTube videos. You can make YouTube videos for 6 months or a year, and then you can get momentum. You can build your audience, and you can by the end of the 6 months or 12 months, you'll most likely have an income going on for you. Okay, so anyway, you can learn how to start a full-on skill sharing business with just $200 or less. Skill sharing where you teach people what you know and you get paid for it. Okay, if you guys want to learn more, let me know in the comment section below this video, and I will send you a link to register for the on-demand web class. Okay, it's a pre-recorded web class I made. I done it a few weeks back, and inside this web class, I'm gonna go over the 3 steps you can do to start selling your skill online. Okay, I want to show you guys how you can start a skill sharing business. Okay, and I'm going to go in details. If you guys want to know about that, go ahead and let me know in the comment section below. Let me know, say I'm interested. I want to learn about I want to learn about how I can start my own skill sharing business. Okay, and that's it. I will send you the link, and you can just go register for the web class, and you can just watch it. It's about 2.5 hours long, so make sure you block out 2.5 hours in your schedule to sit down, focus, and watch the web class. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video has been helpful to you. I hope you have an idea of of what it takes to start a business. Okay, you have some ideas of what it takes to start a business. Okay, and I hope you know, if you're starting out and you wanna start a business and you don't have a lot of capital, starting an online business is the best way to go about it. Okay, so thanks again for watching. My name is Gus from shareyourskill.biz, and I will see you